Okay, so what do you want to know about the song? No, you're fine, AJ. What do you guys want to know about this song? Um, I mean, listen, first off, a lot of this, most Tiger Shaw songs, when I was in the band, most Tiger Shaw songs were either written by me or written by Ben. Very few were written together. This one had like more collaboration. This is one of my songs that had more collaboration than most of them. Um, yeah. As far as pedals and stuff like that, it was probably just a Boss Super Overdrive pedal. I don't know what kind of guitar I was playing at the time. I thought this was a good Tiger Jaw song at the time. That's how I reacted to. That's how I thought it would be received, and it was. Um, Pretty good. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it acoustic. No, I will. I'll do that another day or something like that. Mm-hmm. Casey, where would I rank this in the Tiger Shaw songs I wrote? Definitely top five, definitely top 10, maybe top five. Um, maybe top five. Just in terms of maybe it's not the best, but in terms of like lasting power, you know, I think that helps. Um, Ian, you want to know if the band knew it would be as popular as it was while writing it? I don't know. I don't. I think it, again, it kind of came out of left field that I started writing these like boppier songs, up tempo songs. So I don't know. I enjoyed playing it. It was what I wanted Tiger Shaw to sound like at the time. Like after I was kind of over the Bright Eyes worship, I was like, maybe this is a possible direction of like indie punk that we could go in. Same with Between Your Band and the Other Band. Again, slow, come on, cool, probably others. Mm-hmm. Izzy, as far as harmonies, all Ben. Ben did all the harmonies. I didn't even know what harmonies were. He just knew that parts of the song needed to be filled in, and you can add emphasis on certain lines with that with harmony. So that's what was going on. Stunning Boy Jaden wants to know how the song makes me feel now and then. Then I couldn't tell you. Now a little embarrassed, but not as embarrassed as like I would have been, when I was still in the band and having to play it regularly, uh, like 7 years after I wrote it. Because I wrote, the more songs you write, the better you get at it, and then you realize all the mistakes you made with the early songs, and people don't see them as mistakes, but the artist has to see them. They just they just do. Um, hmm um, Swarm Tide wants to know what the best position in the set list to play it is. All right, so um, I think it's last. At least when I was in the band, play it last. Here's what you do: you do a song before it in the same key that has like a big ring out, like Plane versus Tank or like The Sun or something like that, like a slower, heavier song or like slower song that you could play heavier. Let the last chord ring out for like a really long time, and then just come in with the like 1, 2, 3, 4, dun it, dun it, and yeah, good way to end it. End a set. Or you can play it like second. You can do that same thing where you open with like a slower song and then go into this. Um, Let me see. Someone wants to know about Raw and Declawed. I'm not sure about that. I'll check with that. Um, Dermish wants to know, do I think it's more of a bittersweet slash sad song or an angry one? A little bit of both. It's like teen angst and like But like natural teen angst, like at the time, I didn't think this is like teen angst. I was like, this is hard. These are the hard facts of life. And now I'm like, that's just some high school like relationship drama or like friend drama or stuff. A lot of Tiger Shell was fueled by like friend drama and jealousy, insecurities, a lot of insecurity on my part. Um, yeah, so that's where I'm at there. Um, yeah, I mean, it's tough. Is that the name of the thing? The the name of the hymn, Kami? I will check that out. Thank you. Um, did Tiger's Jaw ever play with modern baseball? I think so, but I'm not sure. Big Baby Butler wants to know about the Randy Johnson worship at the time. Weird branding choice. All right, here's where I think that comes from. Um, okay. Tiger's Jaw was also a band started. Hmm. While Tiger's Jaw's peers were like Captain Orange Sinking and the Menzingers and bands like that, we were also worshiping these other older local indie bands. The Swims, OK Patty were the two of them. We have a song called OK Patty just because it had like two guitar parts, and that's like OK Patty was like known for their intricate guitar parts. You know, we love those bands. They were like 10 years older than us, but active at the time that early Tiger Shaw was active. And a lot of and they were signed to Prison Jazz Records. And Prison Jazz Records was just the local record label here in Scranton. And a lot of their branding was like around sports and like funny sports people and snacks and like um cartoony things and stuff like that. So I think me and Ben kind of stole that. I mean, our goal was to get signed to that label. That was my goal with Tiger's Jaw. Get signed to Prison Jazz Records, and that was it. That was like the highest it could be. And Prison Jazz did put out the first pressing of Tiger's Jaw's self-titled. It had a different cover, but yeah. So anyway, we started like adopting that weird like Prison Jazz Records aesthetic, and we were talking about um Randy Johnson a lot 'cause he's just like a funny baseball player that we all kind of remembered from our youth. So it was that. Big Baby Butler. Photo Booth Records, I think did a pressing of this, yes. And I think they might have done the first vinyl pressing, possibly, and Prison Jazz just did a CD and then eventually Run for Cover. Got it. Um, and yeah, okay. Have I read the breakdown of my lyrics to this or any songs on Genius? No, intentionally. I have not. If I could update Xana Montana and Anna Montana, but with X's around it. I'm going to say Xana Montana. If you could update, redo any of the Tiger Straw songs with a modern Wicca phase twist, any top ones come to mind? I would do this one. I would do this one. I would do What Would You Do, maybe? I would do Spirit Desire, Charmer. Yeah, those are the big ones. Um yes. Jerry Paris wants to know if this song deserves the numbers it got. I don't know. How many plays does it have? It has uh 6.5 million on Spotify. That's pretty good. Um, I don't know. Maybe. What song do I think of as the weakest on the self-titled album? Let me listen real quick. Um, I'll oh, Meals on Wheels used to be called Okay Patty. That's what's going on there. Arms Across America is like hard musically, but like kind of weak in general. I Was Never Your Boyfriend is another Tiger Shaw bop song. Um, that one's not really necessary. That song could have been cut. It's not bad, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna start getting hate for like talking about Tiger Shaw songs I don't like, even if I wrote them. So I better not. Um, Ian says looking up lyrics to Tiger Shaw songs and reading fan speculation of lyric meaning is like reading a Lost the OC script. So much manufactured drama. There was a lot of manufactured drama. There was a lot of like weird infighting between like Tiger Shaw and Captain We're Sinking. But it like wasn't like that real, you know? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Um yeah. Um how do I feel about Chemicals? The song? Tiger Shaw song? Uh Not my favorite. People love it though. So it doesn't really matter what I think of it. Not my favorite. I think it yeah. Um did I care about numbers at the beginning? Uh for Tiger Shaw? No, not at all. I wanted to get signed to Prison Jazz Records and then um and then after that I had no ambitions. Really. Just I don't know. Uh yeah. Casey, did me and Ben compete for keeping your own songs on the album? No, it wasn't like songs were cut ever. We just it was like when we had 10 or 12 songs, we recorded a new album. We were never like trying to fight for positions or anything like that. Never like that. Talk about the pizza album cover. This was shot at Buona Pizza in Scranton, downtown Scranton, not the one in Greenridge. I believe that's Pat Breyer's hand, and I think he's wearing a Sidekicks t-shirt. I don't know what t-shirt that is. We would just play like downtown Scranton a lot, so we were eating at this pizza place all the time. And that's it. It was taken before a show. And then we brought them a copy of the vinyl, and they did not care. We were like, hey, we put, your pizza on the cover of the album. You have it. And they did not care at all. Ian, how did my... Oh, wait, Taylor, is this a Tuesdays with Tay intro song? I did not know that. Did not know it. Is Buona Pizza the best pizza ever? As a 16-year-old, yeah. I haven't had it in a while. Um, Feature Creeper wants to know. Oh, Anna Montana. Quickly, I Envy Your Apathy was written by Pat, our drummer, Pat Breyer, who is now in Pay for Pain and now has his own project called Queen Jesus. Um, that song is great, and Queen Jesus is very good as well. Feature Creeper wants to know, I've always wondered if a lot of your songs are just made up content that expresses honest feelings or if they actually often pertain to real world people. Great question. Both, sometimes. Sometimes it's usually one or the other. Um, okay, so Suffer On is a lot of made up content that expresses honest feelings. There's like, yeah, some early Tiger's Jaw stuff is about specific people. Small friend group, like writing songs about them and then like playing them for those people like every weekend. That was a lot of Tiger Shaw. Um, hmm yeah. Let's see. Um, oh, Gypsy was the Tuesdays with Tay intro. Yeah, a lot of Tiger's Jaw is like very on the nose. Do I think using type beats means you're lazy? No, not at all. You like what you like. Hellish Crash Scene says, I Saw the Wolf is a huge song for me. That's a good song too. I Saw the Wolf is probably the closest realization to what I envisioned Tiger Shaw would sound like early on. Like when I was first starting Tiger Shaw, it was like the sun, and like then later I Saw the Wolf like was back to that. That's a good one. Um does my girlfriend still not know I make music? I think that's fake news. Is I've been around wolves related to I Saw the Wolf? No. I Saw the Wolf was my friend Eric saying that he saw a wolf. It's like, well, I'm gonna steal that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Um, Nar stuff says in an era where artists are pressured to present their best songs on platforms like SoundCloud, where there's a limited upload space, is it a bad thing that artists are prone to deleting songs they feel aren't as strong? Have you ever felt like you need to delete your older songs that you felt weren't as strong? Not my place. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I feel like I would do that. That I'd like to do that years later. Listen, if there was a way for me to delete Tiger Shaw songs off of records that were already out, I would have found a way to do it. But I'm glad I didn't because, you know, maybe 10 years after they came out, I hated them. But then 20 years later, I can see, like, or I will see, I'm not 20 years removed from Tiger Shaw, but maybe I'll see, like, listen, you know, these songs have meaning to other people. It's not really my place to judge, like, what is good and what isn't, you know? Because there's so many factors as to what can make a song popular um, at a certain time. It's really strange. I don't think people should be deleting music. I think that's kind of bullshit too. I hate the idea of like people I hate the idea of like when people will be around for a while and then like they'll get one popular song, so they'll delete all their older ones and to like give the illusion that they only made one song and that one song popped off. I hate that shit so much. Hate it. Hate when people do it on Instagram. People are like deleting like all their old photos. Like, listen, if there's stuff you don't want on there, that's fine. But don't pretend that you weren't like a musician like who was struggling or an artist who was like struggling to pop off or like finding their way to the point where they could connect with a massive audience. Um, it's 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 fake. You don't see me pretending that I wasn't in Tiger Shot, and it's not that cool that like in the grand scheme of things, being in like a white person emo punk band from Scranton, Pennsylvania, like that is not cool. But I'm not. I don't wish people didn't know that about me. Just hopefully they are like, oh, okay, like I see what he was doing when he was younger, and now I see what he's doing, and how his vision of music has like become more fully realized. You know? Thanks for the sub. Or that was a cheer. Thanks, goes to Dylan. By Bloody Killer. Um, I'll take a couple more questions. Is music an outlet for negativity? Yeah, I guess it could be. Do I regret putting certain emotions into music? No. I regret the way I worded some stuff. Can't really think of any examples, but yeah. Feature Creeper also wants to know, do you ever wonder or worry about the idea of GBC and emo raps, trap, romanticizing substance abuse, depression? Yeah, I worry about that. That's why I don't do it anymore. I was never a drug guy, though. You know, it was just some imagery and whatever. Yeah, I do think that that's a problem, though. No, Denton, sorry, I didn't ask about that Eric North song. Um, I said before that Ben mainly sang your own songs for others. Oh, that me and Ben sang our own songs. Yeah, so me and Ben did sing our own songs. And there are some songs that we swapped. Offhand, I can't think of any, but it probably didn't start until like Two Worlds, Tiger Shaw. Um, like Let Go, Trash Floors. Do I sing on that? Is that me? Yeah. Okay, so that was like the first song that we would have like heavily collaborated on. Um, First song that we would have like collaborated on. Same with Smile. Yeah, Smile and Lecro Trash Floors were both like uh uh collaborate like Adam Ben songs for sure. But we never would like give each other lyrics to sing necessarily. Thanks, Corey. Um, yes. I'm only answering questions, trying to answer questions about this song right now or Tiger Shaw. But yeah. Am I proud of my progression as an artist? I guess. Um, I could always do better. It's the thing. You know, you can always do better. At least I feel that way. There are also artists that I think have reached perfection. And if they said the same thing, I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. So, what can I say? It's hard to judge yourself, especially there's really no separation between my daily life and Wicca phase. So, it's really, I try not to judge myself too much, but when I do, I can be pretty harsh about it. What band would I have been most psyched to cover a Tiger Shell song? Joyce Manor, probably. I don't know. Probably them. Um, you want to know about Ultra Club? Oh my God. All right. I'll talk about that another time. Listen, we're in it for the long. This is a long game. Streaming. If I'm just answering questions, if I'm just answering questions about random stuff all the time and giving you exactly what you want, the people who watch every week are going to get sick of hearing them. And then it loses their value. The answers lose their value when I actually dedicate a good amount of time to them. So, you know. Do I watch Dateline? Yeah, sometimes. This is the last one I'll answer. Do I see any similarities between my evolution from Tiger Shaw and how Net evolved after Title Fight? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I think that it's a natural progression to pursue a solo career after being in a band and your identity being tied up in the band. Does that make sense? I think it's not as obvious as like, oh, uh, well, yeah. It's not as obvious as like, oh, a singer. Ned went off to start his own electronic project after Adam did that because they were like years apart. Glitterer is way different than Wicca Phase. It's just a natural thing, you know. I think after being in a band, you want control over your work for a little bit, and that's why being in a solo project is so desirable. With that said, we have to figure out what we're doing on Tuesday. I am going to be away this weekend. I have to go to New York. So I'm not. I really wanted to do a wrestling chat. Really wanted to do a wrestling chat on Wednesday, like a bonus, or on Sunday, like a bonus one after Full Gear, AEW's Full Gear pay per view. But I'm out. I'm not going to be able to watch it, so I'll have to do that for the next one. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Danny. I feel like I led you on there. I saw your comments come in a little bit delayed. So, um, on Tuesday, well, I have a schedule that I pull from. So let me look. Um, I mean, I could make another beat. I could talk about um, I could talk about being like a how I made the move to being like a musician full time. Um, hmm. Which one, Taylor? Taylor, what should I do? Should I make a beat or should I talk about like music as a career? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'll do. It'll be life. It'll be a life chit chat. That's all right. Okay. Well, thanks everyone. I try and keep these Thursday ones to like an hour. 'Cause how much can I actually talk about a song? You know, wait till this new album comes out. I'll be able to talk for hours about every song. Thanks again, everyone. Tell your friends. Subscribe if you can. If not, it's fine. I will see you here next Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to about 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Um, yeah. Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night. Oh, and go to the Discord. Join the Discord. I'll leave the chat up for a little bit, so the link stays up. Thanks, Taylor. Bye, guys.